How to pay off debt urgently with 4 methods. Believe that no one wants to be in debt, but if it came up, it would feel a little troubling. When escaping is not the solution, but the point is, how do we face it? This article will take all readers to find the answers they want to know in the story. How to get out of debt urgently with 4 methods, that is easy to do, effective for sure. If anyone is facing this problem, you can use this trick. Or if anyone has no debt, they will know how should I cope if I have to face debt burden unexpectedly. 1. Open your heart to accept the truth. See what all our debts are. When he realized that he had too much debt, escaping definitely won't help you get rid of your debt. And the more we ignore it, the amount of debt will grow larger until there is no way to solve it in the end. This minute, the best way to get out of debt is to open up to the truth, and the best thing to do. Start by picking out all the invoices you've hidden. View all items in detail. If the top is high on the ceiling, don't be so upset that you don't dare to look further. After that, let's consider how many installments we owe in the past. What is the principal amount and interest? When is the due date for payment? To know which items can wait or any items that need to be dealt with urgently. 2. Close the balance with the highest interest first. After seeing all the debts we have, the next way to get out of debt is to plan your debt in a systematic way. By splitting into short-term debt, low total debt, high annual interest rate with less installments such as credit card debt, personal loans, etc. And long-term debt, total outstanding debt has a low annual interest rate, but there are many installments such as home loans, car loans, cash loans, etc. This method of debt relief is recommended to close the short-term debt with the lowest total debt balance, the highest annual interest rate, and remaining the first installment of the lowest installment in order to avoid higher interest rates. If the first debt is closed successfully, it will be more comfortable and feel encouraged to close other debt balances. 3. Public debt. Consciously adjusts debt repayment plans. No new debt. How to get out of debt urgently by paying off debt. Some people are a little impatient. I want to find a way to get out of debt quickly, so I use a shortcut, whether it's using a cash card, apply for a personal loan, or choose to borrow money outside the system to cover all old debts as soon as possible. Which, let me say that these methods did not improve the situation at all. Even if the old debt is gone, but a new debt will take its place. Plus the interest rate is very high as well. So I'd like to suggest you to calm down a bit. Then try to find ways to pay off debt easily, but not create more debt. And it is a burden for yourself later, such as saving necessary expenses, or turning high-value assets into cash to cover debts, etc. 4. Consult with banks, or financial institutions that are creditors. How to get out of debt urgently by consulting a bank. If you do all the methods and you don't see results, the last way to get off debt that needs to be done is to contact your bank or financial institution that is your creditor. It's the best solution. Tell him honestly that all the debts we can't pay in the time limit, but confirms that it will not deteriorate debt for sure. We as debtors do not want to lose history. Banks or financial institutions that are creditors also want us to pay in full, so both we and him need to find a middle ground together. Discuss your situation when it is convenient to pay in installments, how much per installment, and what policies the bank has that can help us, such as a temporary suspension of debt. Please pay only the principal first. Cut interest rates or refinancing, etc. Because debt is something that no one wants to meet. But if you find it, you need to find a way to get out of debt appropriately and plan carefully and act with discipline. We believe that we will definitely be able to change from debtor status to debt-free person. And at the same time, it helps us to manage our current and future money consciously, in order not to feel worried about the debt to come back again.